Good morning, students. In continuation, we'll see the Rutherford's atomic model. Okay, yesterday we saw the Thomson atomic model and liquid rope atomic model. In continuation, we'll see the Rutherford atomic model. Further explaining the disadvantages of Thomson, J.J. Thomson's atomic model, Rutherford and his students. Okay, try to explain. Okay, one more model. That is Rutherford atomic model. Okay, just Rutherford atomic model appeared like planet model. This is we called as planet model. Okay, sun is there, center is the sun. All the planets are revolve around the sun. Okay, we appeared here. This atomic model appeared like planet system. Okay, planet system. That's why this is also called planet model. Rutherford and his student Marsden explains the first one, gold foil experiment. Gold foil experiment. Explained this gold foil experiment. Based on this gold foil experiment, Rutherford and his student Marsden observe some observations. After by that observation, here he tried to explain his model. That means he gave us some important conclusions by the observations. After that, finally we have some more disadvantages of this atomic model. We'll see in continuation those disadvantages also. What is the gold foil experiment? Here he took the one gold foil. Gold foil means it is the one spherically shaped one instrument. He keep here gold foil, and around this complete this gold foil instrument he keep one fluorescent material. This is the fluorescent material. It is prepared with zinc sulfide. What is the use of this fluorescent material? When any charged particle attacks on this, it shows fluorescence. That means it shows the brightness. This is the fluorescent material. We need this one. That's why I am. Here this is a gold foil. Gold foil means gold paper. This is fluorescent material. It is prepared by using zinc sulfide. Then one more side, here we have the alpha particle ejector. This is we called as alpha particle ejector. That means here we are using what we call Rutherford used alpha particles. By this experiment, he explained his model. This is alpha particle ejector. That is gold foil, fluorescent material. Here he released the alpha particle. What is the meaning of alpha particle? Helium-24. This we called as alpha particle. Helium, atomic number 2, atomic mass is 4. We called as alpha particle. He released some alpha particle through alpha particle ejector. Those will move and directly hit on gold foil. Just up to this we called gold foil experiment. After this gold foil experiment, observations. after the hitting of alpha particle, after the bombardment of alpha particle on gold foil. And one more thing before the explaining the observations. Okay, here gold foil is the, gold means it is a positive metal. That means it has somewhat positive nature. Remember that. Okay, observations. Here we'll see some observations. After the bombardment of, or after the hitting, after the collision, okay, after the collision of this alpha particle on gold foil, okay, he observed some important observations. Okay, here most of the alpha particles remains present on gold foil only. Most of alpha particles presented gold foil only. Presented gold foil only. Those are having neutral in charge. Those are having neutral in charge. Okay, second observation. Okay, some of the alpha particles deflected with the, or deviated with the small angles and hitted on surface of the zinc sulfide or fluorescent material. Then we observe the bright spots. Here we observe bright spots. What it indicates? We'll see. Okay, here bright spots are observed now. Why bright spots are observed? Why some of the alpha particles deflected from its own way. Why deflected? Okay, here those are having different charge. Neutral means stayed there only. These are having different charge, means this is a positive metal now. Positive metal means okay, negative. These are negative. Negative means these are deflected. Some deflected towards the internal and hitted on fluorescent material. That means this is the positive. Those are having opposite charge, means negative charged particles. These are the neutral charged particles, and here negative charged particles. Neutral charged particles means neutrons. Okay, negative charged particles means electrons. Here neutrons and electrons. Then in continuation, one more observation. Okay, some of the means 1 of 20,000 alpha particle. 1 of 20,000 alpha particle. Some of the alpha particles bounce back with 180 degrees angle. With the 180 degrees angle. Okay, 180 degrees angle. That means those are involving repulsion. Which repulse? Positive repulsion. Okay, those are having positive charge. That's why they can repulse. And here these are simply considered as a protons. By these three observations, Rutherford conclude one. Most of the alpha particles are remains constant. Most of the alpha particles remains constant at gold foil only. Those are simply considered as a neutrons. And some of the gold alpha particles deflected from its own way. That means straight line to deflected. Those are having negative charge. Okay, those are hitted on fluorescent material and observed as a bright spots. Okay, so one of 20,000 alpha particles bounce back, coming to back with 180 degrees angle. Coming to back means it is a repulsive force. That means these are having positive charge. Gold has positive charge. Which are bounce back now? Those are also having the positive charge. By this gold foil experiment, Rutherford observed these three observations. What is the gold foil? He took the alpha particle ejector, and here we prepare one gold foil instrument. Okay, we kept the fluorescent material. We pasted the fluorescent material around the gold foil. Okay, this is the experiment, gold foil experiment and observations. Okay, in continuation we see the what are the conclusions. This is the important points of Rutherford theory. Okay, third one, conclusions. Conclusions means these are the important points of Rutherford theory. These are also called postulates. Postulates, important point, main points. Okay, conclusions of Rutherford theory all are same. Okay, here based on the Rutherford that gold foil experiment, he concluded something. Okay, every atom has a center. Okay, in the middle, that we called as nucleus. That means nucleus discovered by Rutherford only. Okay, that is the first point. Okay, the mass of the atom completely present in nucleus only. The mass of atom always is equal to the number of protons and sum of number of protons and sum of number of neutrons. It is present in nucleus only. That means the positive charge, neutrons means neutral, the positive charge present in nucleus only. Okay, third important point. Around the nucleus we have the external space, more and more external space. In that external space, electron always revolves in circular path. Electron revolves in circular paths. Those circular paths are simply called as orbitals. Nowadays we call as orbitals. Circular path. For example, this is the nucleus. This is the external space now. External space means this is the external space. Here electrons are revolves. But he doesn't explain about the orbitals. But he said circular path. Electron always revolves in circular paths. Okay. In Bohr's theory, these are simply considered as orbitals. Okay. Here electron revolves. The charge of electron is negative. Charge of nucleus is positive. Charge of nucleus means protons are present in nucleus now. Charge of nucleus is positive. Charge of electron is negative. Okay, it maintains. It revolves in around the nucleus, and it maintains electrostatic forces, neutral electrostatic forces, centrifugal forces. For the maintaining the centrifugal forces, electron always revolves in circular orbits. This is the one more important point. Then in continuation, here this is the complete atom. Here nucleus. The atomic volume of nucleus is negligible when we are comparing with the atomic volume of an atom. Okay, negligible. What is the negligible? The volume of atomic volume of nucleus is negligible, not comparable. Okay, when we are comparing with the atom, volume of an atom, volume of the an atom. Okay, volume of the an atom. These are the important points. Okay, important conclusions in Rutherford atomic model. What is the first one? He explains about the nucleus. In second one, he explains about the mass. And third one, he explains about the electrons. And fourth one, he explains about the atomic volume of nucleus. The atomic volume of nucleus is 10 to the power of minus 15. This is nucleus atomic volume. Atomic volume of atom is 10 to the power of minus 10. So atomic volume is more compared to the atomic volume of nucleus. Atomic volume of nucleus. These are the important conclusions or important points, important postulates of Rutherford atomic model. Rutherford atomic model. Then in continuation we will see the disadvantages. Disadvantages of this atomic model. Okay, according to the electrostatic theory, first one. According to the electrostatic theory, if any charged particle revolves around the nucleus or in circular paths, finally that should be fall down into the nucleus. Finally, that should be fall down into the nucleus. Fall down into the nucleus. It is the electrostatic theory. But this will not happen. This will not happen when electron revolves around the nucleus. And this theory fails to explain about this concept. This theory fails to explain this concept. Always, any charged particle revolves around the nucleus in circular paths. That should fall down into the center of the that material, center of the atom. But it not happens here. This theory fails to explain. This Rutherford theory fails to explain this concept. Second one. It also explains about the these circular paths. Why electron revolves in circular paths, not in eclipse, not in other? What is the reason for this one? And why? What is the other name for these circular paths? And why electron present in external space? Why electron present in external space? It fails to explain all these concepts. And it also failed to explain fine spectrum. Fine spectrum of hydrogen or fine spectrum means clear picture of hydrogen atom or clear picture of any other atom. Just he gave information about nucleus, and information about external space. That external space contains electrons. These are the disadvantages. This is a compulsory question for PU point of view. For 5 marks, always asking this question for 5 marks. What is that? First, Rutherford theory. This discovered based on the Goldfoil experiment. After that Goldfoil experiment, he observed some observation. He observed. Who observed? Rutherford observed some observations. Based on those observations, he gave us some conclusions. Those conclusions simply called as important points or postulates of the Rutherford model. In examination point of view, they may ask postulates means you should write about those 4. About nucleus, mass of an atom, and about electron, and about the comparison of atomic volume and volume of nucleus. If they ask disadvantages, you should write disadvantages. These are the 3 disadvantages are there. Not explains about the revolving nature of the electron, and not explains about the why electron revolves in circular paths, and it doesn't give the complete picture of any atom. Here I give hydrogen atom, fine spectrum of hydrogen atom. These are the important points of Rutherford atomic model. In continuation, these are the three important models. Three important model. In continuation, we'll see the Bohr and all those. Before seeing that, what is the atomic number? What is the atomic mass? What is the atomic representation? How will represent the atom? And here, how we calculate the number of neutrons? Last asked one question from neutron, neat question from neutrons. How we calculate the neutrons? That is also one of the important question for the NEET point of view or CET point of view. Atomic number, atomic mass, number of neutrons. We'll see. First important term, atomic number. Atomic number indicated with Z. The number of protons present in atom called as atomic number. Always in atom, number of electrons is equal to the number of protons. But we define the number of positive charges, the number of positive material, the number of protons present in an atom we called as atomic number. Example for this: hydrogen atomic number 1, helium atomic number 2, lithium atomic number 3. Here hydrogen contains 1 proton. Actually here hydrogen doesn't have the proton, but hydrogen doesn't have the neutron. Here it has only 1 proton. Here helium has 2 protons, lithium has 3 protons. That's why atomic number of that one is atomic number of these 3 atoms is 1, 2, 3. Hydrogen contains 1 electron and 1 proton. Doesn't have the neutron. Next atomic mass. Atomic mass indicated with capital A. The sum of protons and neutrons, number of protons and neutrons. The sum of number of protons and neutrons we called as atomic mass. Atomic mass A is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. We called as, with this also indicated, A is equal to number of proton means atomic number of neutron means N. For example, hydrogen atomic number 1 and here number of neutrons 0. So atomic mass is 1. Atomic mass is 1. Hydrogen atomic mass is 1. And here what is the, or how we calculate the number of neutrons? Calculation of neutrons. How we calculate the neutrons? Here we have the principle A is equal to Z plus N. N is equal to what? N is equal to A minus J. A is what? Atomic mass. Z is what? Atomic number. We'll calculate the number of neutrons. First example. Example here I am taking hydrogen atom. Atomic number 1. Atomic mass also 1. Atomic number 1. Atomic mass is 1. How many neutrons are present? Neutrons is equal to A minus Z. A is the mass now 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. It doesn't contain the neutrons. It doesn't contain the neutrons. You take any one. Suppose for example helium-2, 4. How many neutrons are present here? 4 minus 2. 2 neutrons. Suppose for example uranium-92, 230. Uranium-92, 232. This is the molecule. This is the representation of an atom. I will explain next this one. Uranium-92, 232. Atomic mass of uranium is 232 minus, okay, here 92. 232 minus 92 means 140 neutrons. Okay, NEET examination asked one question in 2020. Calculate the number of neutrons. Calculate the number of neutrons. How we calculate the number of neutrons? How we calculate the number of neutrons? N is equal to A minus Z. A minus Z. By using this method, okay, by using this method, we'll calculate the number of neutrons. We'll calculate the number of neutrons. And here, in continuation, we'll see the representation of an atom. Okay, the atom, the representation of atom explained by Berzelius. Okay, here this is the atom. X means any atom, symbol of atom. Okay, here I am writing symbol of an atom. Okay, here downside means subscript, upside means superscript. Okay, superscript has right side, left side, subscript also has right side, left side. Okay, according to the some books. Okay, here we write the right side superscript. We write the mass. Left side subscript. We write the atomic number. Atomic number. This we called as Berzelius representation. This we called as Berzelius representation. That means, okay, here you see. Okay, I am representing some atoms. Hydrogen atom. Hydrogen atomic symbol is H. Atomic number 1. Atomic mass 1. Okay, helium atomic number 2. Atomic mass 4. Any you take sodium atomic number 11. 23 atomic mass. This is the representation. One representation. This is a modern representation. We called Berzelius representation, that we called Berzelius representation. And here, okay, just you calculate number of neutrons. How you calculate the number of neutrons? By using this principle. What is the calculation of neutron? N is equal to A minus Z. A means mass, Z means atomic number. Okay, here I am giving some iodine 53, 121, bromine, okay, here 35, bromine 35, and here what we you use, I am giving 71. Okay, and here what deuterium 1, 2. Tritium 1, 3. Okay, 1, 3. You calculate the number of neutrons in this. Calculate the number of neutrons in this. Okay. This is about the one important concept. Okay, Rutherford atomic model. And what is atomic number? What is atomic number? The number of protons present in atom we called as atomic number. Atomic mass means the sum of protons and neutrons we called as atomic mass. Okay, here what is the representation? That is the representation. Here symbol, that is the symbol, and here X is the symbol, A is the mass, Z is the atomic number. Here this is the left side subscript. This position right side superscript. This we call as Berzelius representation of an atom. Okay, calculate this number of neutrons. Okay, thank you.